Next we have Metal Gear Solid 2. The Metal Gear Solid franchise is, I strongly and wholeheartedly believe that the storyline in the Metal Gear franchise is the best storyline I've seen in any media ever. Better than any film, any book. The storyline has been so well thought out. It has got some of the best. It's got the best characters in any franchise I've seen. This is definitely one of my all-time favourite game franchises. The Metal Gear Solid 2. This game in particular is probably my least favourite in the Metal Gear Solid franchise, but because the others are just so good. Not because this one's bad. This is really good as well. Obviously, some people hate this game because they put Raiden in it, which I don't like. I don't mind Raiden. I actually like Raiden. I'm looking forward to Metal Gear Solid Rising, and he was badass in Metal Gear Solid 4. But yeah, I like Solid Snake more. But the reason they've done that is so you can see Solid Snake from a different perspective, and I think it's done really well. Not only that, but they've improved over Metal Gear Solid 1. For example, you can go in first person now. They've also improved over the codex, not sprites anymore, it's actual people. And it's got a lot of improvements. I don't prefer it to Metal Gear Solid 1, but this is a really great game. Definitely one of the best games on PS2, definitely out. Not as good as this though. Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. It's a great story how I got this, because Mega Man X Command, looking for around, thinking about buying it, trying to see what else there is to buy in the buy one get one free, and then the nicest woman in the world at game came up to me and said, "You should get this game." And she didn't know me at all. She didn't know I liked Metal Gear, but it was a great moment. I just snatched it from her hands. I read on it £3, buy one get one free. So essentially, I got this game for free instead of £40 or whatever it is on eBay. So that was a great find. But Metal Gear Solid 3, definitely one of my favourite Metal Gear Solid games. It is so well done. It's a prequel to Metal Gear Solid 1, set 40 years before. It's detailing Naked Snake, who was Big Boss, and the story is very well done. It's a bit. They've added in some. I hate it when they do this. They put in. I mean, it's obviously science fiction, but they put in things that don't make sense in the universe, like Vulcan can use lightning. It doesn't make sense, just like Metal Gear Solid 2, where Fortune can deflect bullets for no reason. But this is a great game. Metal Gear Solid 3, definitely. If you own a PS2, you don't have to get this one. Get the original one for cheaper. It is brilliant. You can get it for like £3 now. Definitely pick it up. Rayman M. It's Rayman M. Rayman multiplayer game. Do some racing, do some fighting. It's quite fun. Shadow the Hedgehog. A lot of people hate this game. Nah. It's okay. I mean, it's good. It's a good Sonic game. Well, it's a good Shadow game. But the guns are pointless. And they've done the stupidest thing to try and make it adult. I mean, it's got a 12 rating. Sonic shouldn't be aimed at adults. I mean, adults can play it, obviously, but trying to purposely put in aliens and guns and crap just to market it at adults, I think it's really stupid. Other than that, this is a good game, and you are forced to use guns, which kind of pisses me off. But it's got multiple levels. You can, if you want to be good Shadow, you get the Chaos Emerald, whatever, be neutral Shadow, or be bad Shadow. You play different levels depending on what Shadow you want to be, fight different bosses. It is a good game, but the guns are stupid. And now we have Sonic Heroes, another game that people like to bash because it's a 3D Sonic game. To be honest, it's not bad. It's good. It's not great, because in every Sonic game they try to implement a stupid new gimmick, and this one they've added the three-person gimmick, and it's not that good. I mean, the bits where you play as Sonic or the Speed character or whatever, they're fun, but then you're forced to play as bloody Tails and fly around, and it's very glitched as well. Especially the PAL version. I used to have the American version when I went to America, and it's a lot less glitched than this. I'm not sure why. Anyway, yeah, this is an okay Sonic game. I mean, I played it recently and it's better than I remember it, but it can get kind of annoying with all the gimmicks. They just stopped doing that, and I'm glad they have Sonic Generations. Sonic Riders, Sonic racing game, and it is a good game. It is a good Sonic game, good Sonic racing game. A lot better than Sonic R, especially. The storyline's a bit stupid. The storyline's very stupid in most Sonic games, but apart from that, it's fun for a while. It doesn't last that long. They've introduced new characters, which they're okay. And this is Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. When I bought it, it didn't have a insert for some reason, but it only cost 50p, so I thought might as well. Yeah, another Sonic Riders game, another gimmick. You can manipulate gravity. It's alright. Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. I got this in a 3-for-2 deal with Final Fantasy X-2 and another game. But yeah, this is okay. If you ever played Lord of the Rings, it's all like a Lord of the Rings game, which are good. But it's Star Wars Episode 3. It's okay. It's okay game. It's okay for a film game. Good for a film game. Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. I'm a huge fan of Super Monkey Ball. They're so much fun. I mean, this is a puzzle game where you're not like putting blocks on other blocks. You're tilting around the stage. You're not actually moving your character. You're using the control stick to tilt the stage so that you can move your monkeys to the goal. And it's very fun, but it can get incredibly hard. I never completed this because the last levels was just so hard. Yeah, definitely. It's very cheap now. Get it. Super Monkey Ball. Get any Super Monkey Ball game. They're all fun. Beautiful Joe. I really like the Beautiful Joe games. The graphics is amazing. The character for Joe is amazing. The story is so... It's like the game tries to take the piss out of itself because it's just the storyline is you're getting sucked into the movie and the whole game takes place in a movie. It's a crazy idea and it works so well. You get different power-ups like slow down and speed up and all different kinds of stuff like that. It's a platforming game with fighting in it, and I got the PS2 version especially because you get Dante and the other girl from Devil May Cry. But yeah, Beautiful Joe, definitely. If you're into platforming, if you're into good games, get Beautiful Joe. And Beautiful Joe 2. I don't know which one I prefer, because Beautiful Joe 1 had a lot of unlocks. Like, you can unlock Sylvia, you can unlock Captain Blue, and you could play the game all over again with a completely different storyline, that was amazing. But this game took it all away. I'm not sure if I prefer Beautiful Joe 1 because of that, because this is probably the better game. But yeah, this definitely Beautiful Joe 2, a great game as well. Not sure which one's my favourite. But now the last PS2 game, Worms Forts Under Siege. Another Worms 3D game where they put a twist to it. You have to build castles and stuff now. So not as good as Worms 3D probably, but it's an okay game. And now moving on to GameCube games. Got here Goldeneye Rogue Agent. I haven't played this game yet because I got it. I was buying a couple games off my friend, and he's such a nice guy. He threw in a couple more extra games for me, and that was only a couple of weeks ago, so I haven't had the chance to play that yet. I will get around to doing it. This is one of the games I bought for him, Metroid Prime. What a fantastic game this is. I mean, taking a franchise that has been wholeheartedly 2D, was just 2D exploring, finding items and stuff, and managing to put it in 3D, and even making it a first-person shooter, and still completely retaining the original feel of Metroid. It's so amazing how they managed to do this game, and it's so impressive. It's such a good game. That's what my favourite shooters are, the ones that have you, they're more open world and exploring, like this, and games like Half-Life and Bioshock, and definitely this, because it's completely retained from what Metroid Fusion go around doing stuff with the storyline, finding items, and this has it all in it, in 3D, as a first-person shooter. I wouldn't count it as a first-person shooter, so I should stop saying that. But this game, Metroid Prime, the Metroid Prime franchise, is so good. For some reason though, I play these games and then I always stop at a certain point. I don't know why. I've got halfway through pretty much all 3 Metroid Prime games. I'm going to have to complete one of these days. And Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door. I love this game. This is such a great game. I mean, it's a Paper Mario. The graphics are so pretty, so cute, so great to look at. The GameCube is one of my favourite consoles because it's full of games like these. And this is an RPG with Mario elements. Like, you don't use magic and stuff. You jump on enemies to kill them. And it's so long, it's so involving, the story is great. It's a really, really fun game. Definitely check it out if you like Mario or RPGs. This game as well, Pikmin. This is a great game, Pikmin. It's too short. That's the only problem with Pikmin, is it's too short. But what it is it's a sort of strategy game where you run around with little creatures and chuck them at stuff, and you gotta retrieve a bunch of items using these little creatures called Pikmin. And this is one of my favourite games, just because, well, Pikmin 2, but I don't have that. This is such a... The game looks pretty. I mean, with all these little creatures fighting other little creatures, and it's so funny as well. They've put great humour in it. Like when you collect an item, Olimar will commentate on the item. Olimar, the main character, and he'll be like, "I'm not even sure why I have this." So it's a great game, really. Here's another game, Pokemon Box, Ruby and Sapphire. This is another one I bought off my friend. I didn't really buy it for this, so I bought it for the second disc you get with it, the Zelda collection, which is quite funny. I mean, you get this crappy game like this, and hidden away, it's got 4 of the best games ever in it. What do you know? Then another great Sonic game, Sonic Adventure 2. This is probably not my favourite Sonic game. This is my favourite out of the Sonic Adventures, probably, because I really like the storyline. I like the storyline, I like the characters. I mean, they've got rid of Big, so it's a clear winner there. But yeah, Shadow and, well, not so much Rouge, but everyone else in this, all the characters are great, so it makes the storyline a lot better. The levels are great. The treasure hunting levels can be a bit... There's a lot of them, and there's not enough Shadow levels. That's another problem with this game. But really, that's the only problem. I mean, what I really like about these Sonic Adventure games is collecting the emblems. I mean, there's so many different things to do. Go back and do a level 5 times and get a bunch of emblems, but it's fun every time because there's different things to do. These are great platformers. Definitely some of the best Sonic Adventure great games. And now Starfox Adventures. This also got some controversy. This is not a Starfox game. The only things in this that are Starfox are the bits where you travel from planet to planet and you do the kind of Starfox 64 shooting in ship bits. But it's pretty much a Zelda game with Fox McCloud in it. And that's not a bad thing. The only bad... Well, the voice acting kind of sucks. That's the only bad thing about the game. But yeah, it's a good game. Not as good as a Zelda game, but it's really good. I've really enjoyed playing this. This is a great game, definitely. Starfox Adventures. And Super Mario Sunshine, obviously not as good as Super Mario 64, but it's going to be really hard to compete with that. This is a good game though. I really enjoy Mario Sunshine. Not because of the flood that you get, the little water tank. That's a bit annoying. But the rest of the game, I mean, it's got great level design. It's got yeah, great level design is really all you need in a platformer. But it's got some great controls, great mechanics. This is a good game. This is a good game from here. Also not as good as Mario Galaxy, but it's good. Super Smash Bros. Melee. I really love the Super Smash Bros. Series. I mean, Brawl's my favourite, but this one, I've played so much of this. I mean, I had it before, played 100 hours, traded it in, got it again, played another 100 hours, trying to get all the trophies, play as much melee mode as I can. I'm really good at this game now. I can now beat three computers on level 9, which is quite impressive, I think. But I don't just like this game because I'm good at it, but it's so much content in this. Like, there's so much characters, so much nostalgia, so much stuff you can do. Unlock all the trophies, play through all-star mode with every character. It's a great game. Not as good as Brawl, in my opinion.